what was James Cowton like, not just as a road racer, but also as a man as well?
I think he liked to have a bit of fun. There was definitely a fun side to him. He had a cheeky smile, a baby face, as my wife described it. I think that's one of the things you talk about when you talk about James Cowton. He just had that very baby, youthful face. But he was thoroughly professional in everything he did, and was getting quicker and quicker. I mean, you just look at his career. A newcomer at the Manx Grand Prix in 2012, and he won the Newcomers C race. He's progressed right the way through at TT, third in the 2014 lightweight TT. He's had 2 second places at the classic TT, so he was able to ride all kinds of machinery and be competitive. The pre-TTs had several wins, again on classic bikes. Post-TT, 6 wins there, 3 wins at the Southern 100. A winner at the Northwest 200 this year on the Super Twins, and he's been a winner in the past at the Ulster Grand Prix, won Irish National Road Races. Fastest lap at the TT was this year, 127.714, so really getting up there towards the 130s that you now have to be even in with a chance of top 10s and higher. And he was just steadily making progression, and it just seemed he was going to become one of the future stars of the sport, but sadly he's been taken from us.
I mean, this particular incident on Thursday involved 4 riders, Jamie Coward and Santon rider Michael Evans. They sustained non-life-threatening injuries, but Ivan Linton is in a critical condition. This has been a very tough 12 months for the sport. A number of fatalities, some involving high-profile names. You reeled off a list before, which it's saddening to the whole community. But you also used the word numbness. And is that a danger, really? Can road racing continue to deal with these incidents?
It's had times like this before, believe it or not. But this is up there with one of the worst, blackest years I think we've had, certainly that I can remember. But I know the history of road racing, and I know there have been years that have been similar, and you always then start to question a little bit your involvement. But I mean, I'll be brutally honest, last night, and I posted it as well, I hated road racing. That's how I felt. I hated it. But once you love it, love and hate are very extreme emotions, and it is a very extreme sport, and we all know in our heart of hearts we'll be back there watching again and supporting all the riders as they go out, those that put themselves out there. And it is a love of the sport. It's a deep love. You get to really be involved in it. It's almost drug-like, if you like, in its involvement and the grasp and the hold it gets on you. And dealing with the heartbreaks, yes, things happen. And I think it's just that, we had William Dunlop on Saturday. His funeral was on Wednesday, and then Thursday we lose James Cowton. That's all in a week, so there isn't numbness.
Well, one sentiment which is often shared by those who take part and are involved in the sport is that the people who get on the back of the bikes to go racing, they know the risks. No one forces them to get on the back of a bike. They're doing something they love, and they're adamant that those who do lose their life, they wouldn't want the sport stopped because of their deaths.
Yep, and it's superfluous in a way, those words, aren't they? Because it won't bring that person back. It won't help the family that's left behind heal. And the thoughts are with them at the moment.